Hey there, Jeep family, and welcome back to Everything Jeeping, the channel where mud and mayhem meet. Today, we have a bright idea, pun intended, to install the Oracle rear bumper reverse lights. Yep, it's time to brighten up your lives one Jeep at a time. And you can see the image here from Oracle. This is the look that we're going to be going for. And here's my Jeep with the current look now. These are the parts that we're going to need. So we have the Oracle lights and a special wiring harness. Here's a look at the tools. We're definitely going to focus on sockets and wrenches, 16 millimeter and 18 millimeter. So here we are at the back of the Jeep. And what we're going to do here is open up the tailgate, climb inside, loosen the bolt that holds this in place. We'll disconnect the wiring, and insert a wiring harness, which will also allow us to run cabling down through the body to the bumper and along the back side of the bumper here so that we can attach the lighting. Okay, so here we are inside the Jeep. We're going to use just a little tool to remove. Okay, and once you get the little cover off, it exposes the little plastic screw. This takes a 10 millimeter. We're just gonna quickly remove that. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just pop this one out. There is the wire harness that we're going to tap into. Okay, so got them disconnected. That took a little bit. We're going to use this new wiring harness now. We're going to tee this right in. I'll take another picture. All right, here we are back in the car. So we already have our light back in. What we did is we just pushed it in. I opened the tailgate just to kind of hold that in place and sandwich it. Just loosely put the bolt in so that the light doesn't go anywhere. Now we're gonna turn our attention to underneath the vehicle. What we're gonna do now is take off the bumper and we'll show you how to do that. Okay, so here we are. We're behind the Jeep. We have 3 8 millimeter bolts that we're gonna remove. So we'll move those really quick. Okay, once you get the plastic piece off, you're gonna expose several 16 millimeter bolts. We're going to take these off, take those off, and then we'll take these off too, which are also kind of deep sockets. So you're going to want to think about how you do that. And there is a cable underneath here, which is a little hard to see. We'll try to get a picture of it here. There it is. So we're going to disconnect this. This has our sensor and lights. So we're going to go ahead and disconnect that before we pull off the bumper. All right, we'll get back to you. All right, so something to keep in mind. I'm gonna zoom out here a little bit, see if I can improve the lighting a little bit. All right, so here we are. We're underneath the bumper. This first screw came out this first bolt came out really easy. But the second one, really difficult to get to. So we're using a ratchet. It's gonna be painful, but it's the only one that comes out like this. So we did the one side. Now we're gonna take a few additional bolts out. I think it's just these two. So we'll zip those off, get to the other side, take care of that. Also pull the wiring down, so we'll show you that in a second. All right, once you get the bumper off the vehicle, you will need to take your 8 millimeter, unscrew this. This is where your reflector is right now. Once you do that, then you'll be able to thread your wire through here. We're gonna run them along towards the passenger side in hopes of being able to connect to the wiring harness. So we'll get right back. So quick correction, the screw that comes out of here is a 7 millimeter, and to pop these out, all you have to do is just push this little piece. A little hard to do on the phone. Okay, here we are. So we got our reflectors popped out, really simple. You may need both hands to just kind of press on this tab from behind and then push it out. All right, so the lights, the way they go in, pretty self-explanatory, kind of match up to the hole. What we're gonna do is feed in the wire first, pull that through.
I'm going to put this in tab first and then screw it in.
All right, just a couple gentle taps and that one's in. We're gonna go ahead and screw that one in and then we'll move on to the next one. I imagine this one's gonna require some trimming, so we'll keep you updated. Okay, so this is the issue. When you try to put this in, it's just a little wide on this wall. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a Dremel tool, we're gonna buzz this down just a little bit, this whole section right here, and then bring it back in. All right, so we used a metal grinding tool from the Dremel. We just buzz this down just a little bit. And now we're gonna try to slide this back in. All right, now we have the bumper back on. And what we're gonna do is focus on running the wires down through the body to the bumper. All right, so just one pro tip. You're gonna want to run this through there. There's like a little channel right in there. And to help you, sometimes it helps to have some kind of like electrical fishing line or something to make sure that you find the right channel and you know where items are gonna go. You want it to be long enough that you can get it through. You can pull your wires through that channel by just taping them to this. So just one pro tip. And here we are underneath the passenger side and we've got the bumper back on. As we put the bumper on, we ran the cables from the lights along the top of the bumper, and this made it easy for us to find them when we got back underneath the Jeep. So you can see here, there's one right there. And the other one, I've already run it along the, above the frame of the body. So you're gonna see that here. Now the important thing is we want to be able to find the wires that we had already fished through from the wire harness that we installed earlier. So you can see them here, and we're going to marry these two sets of wires up, and then we're going to take a little bit of time to tape everything together with some nice factory fabric tape so everything looks factory and clean. Here we are. You can see we've got the wires together. They've got tape on them, and I'm looking for a couple of spots to be able to anchor them down so that they're nice and secure underneath the Jeep, and they'll continue to look very, very factory. All we have to do is go back in and secure the bolt for the light. Then we're going to double check all the lights and make sure everything works. But this. All right, and this is a look at the finished product. It looks amazing. All right, and here you can see we've tested the lights. Everything's working, looks great. Hope you found this video helpful. Remember to like and subscribe.